Good morning. First morning.
Yeah, we're smiling now. We weren't smiling when it was storming and windy and wet.
and stormed. But we're now taking it down now. But ooh, the sun's coming up. You can see we're packing up camp right now, boiling some water for some Swiss Miss and a breakfast bomb, which is like the oatmeal, Kodiak oatmeal, and a Swiss Miss chocolate, hot chocolate pack. So anyway, something quick, easy cleanup. But anyway, so did well, just packing everything up. Hard to sleep because of the rain and thunder. But then after the rain and thunder, well, let me start that over. As the rain came in, the thunder stopped. So anyway, we're packing up, getting everything ready. So we will talk to you shortly. Okay, this is my breakfast bomb. It's Carnation Essentials Protein Chocolate Drink Mix with the Kodiak Protein Oatmeal. Hey, Trevor, stir that around for a second. I can't video and stir at the same time.
$1.
Yeah. Well,
so
okay.
Sometimes when you're on a trail, you can stir this way, and sometimes you can stir that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do like the figure 8, like this.
Smarty.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, we're still getting stuff packed up. Just grabbing a quick bite before we head on. 2 hikers just passed by.
Hey, we're smiling. And we're still alive.
Yep, I gotta pee though.
God had a million chances to kill us last night. I mean, a bunch.
I'm fixing to go find a tree to pee
and
behind.
When you look up tent safety and lightning, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because there is none, it says. It says you're better to get out of the tent and run.
Yep.
And this is the kind of
we're
lightning
leaving.
that you see at the beach. Like this was close,
Yeah.
nasty mountain lightning.
But we were, you can see, under a big canopy of tree. I said it'll hit a tree before it hits us. Anyway.
And it did.
Hardwood trees too, which is weird because, you know, Georgia's known for their pine trees, but up here, actually, you very rarely see any pine trees, which is interesting. So I deliberately look for pine trees, and there are very few. So maybe we'll come across that bear again. I didn't get to see it, but Trevor saw a baby cub last night. I didn't get to see it, but
You were with me.
But we both saw the snake. I know, I heard it, but I didn't see it. You actually got to see it.
It ran from us.
Yeah. So anyway, we're heading into Helen. Well, let's back up. We're heading to Unicoi Gap and then going to get an Uber into Helen. Probably going to stay in Helen tonight.
Get everything dried out.
Yeah, dry stuff out a little bit and then plan the next leg. Well, how many miles do we have left?
Once we hike into Helen,
I think it was only
I
like
can't remember if it was
something.
25 before the mountains or 25 after the mountains because we had 2 big mountains to climb.
So we're gonna rest
It might
today.
have been 25. There's 6 miles of mountain where it's 2 huge mountains, and those 6 miles are probably going to take us a whole day, and then we'll probably stay in the shelter on the other side of those 2 Trey Mountain shelter.
But we're just taking the mountain slow, so with knees and ankles. So I feel pretty good this morning. How's your feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, they feel pretty good, but we're dosing up
I
on
did not
some
feel good at the end of the day yesterday.
vitamin I.
I like too many miles.
I think there's going to be some fog in the mountains. The sun is back there. You can kind of see it's coming up, but looks kind of foggy.
Oh, it's up under there.
But anyway, all right, we're going to get eaten and get cleaned up and then hit the trail. Popcorn out. Hey, we're heading out.
Leaving the tent site that we survived.
Heading to Unicoi Gap.
The adventure continues.
How many miles? Just 3?
Oh, like 3.5 or something. We got 1 climb and then it's downhill.
Daggum, spouted up. Cobweb right in the face. Ugh, ugh.
Oh.
Now that's what my towel is for. Sweat.
Well, once you get up here on the trail, there's already been people go through. So
Yeah.
it'll be cleared.
Sweat and spider webs is what the towel is for.
How
But anyway, all right, we'll holler at you if we see something cool. Popcorn out. Okay, hiking, came across this big open area that you can see for a good ways away. Past several groups of people that are part of a big group, evidently, that are camping.
Went all day yesterday,
hiking.
only saw one person. Now we've already seen like 10.
That's a big tree that fell right there. You can see it dead right there. All right, hike on.
We've been climbing straight up and we were both wore out. Rocky, rocky, rocky. You have to watch every step. And now she smiles. I'm coming. Just hiking out of Blue Shelter. We stopped there just to get out of our long sleeve shirts, and Carrie used the privy and put her shorts on. Met a nice couple from Anaheim, California. They're making a tour of the United States, staying at friends' houses, and they came in last night and hiked up to the shelter in the storm. So it was cool talking to people. So anyway, we are headed down into Unicoi Gap. So we have almost crested the mountain, and then it's going to be 2 miles down the mountain to the gap. And with everything being wet and nasty, our tent's all wet, my pack is wet. I think we're gonna shuttle into town. Maybe we might stay, I don't know, but we're gonna dry everything out, maybe get some food and see what we're gonna do next. So that's all I've got right now. We survived the storm, survived the night, and now we are hiking out. So we'll check in if we see anything cool. See you. She's headed downhill.
I gotta watch my feet.
Yep, you can't look up much or you'll fall. Lead the way.
Stopped and changed clothes at Blue Mountain Shelter because it was getting hot.
Yep. Uh-oh. Heading down the mountain.
So we just encountered some trail maintainers on the trail behind us going back up the mountain. But what they were doing is, you can see where the water diversions are. They've raked out the water diversion so it can flow down there pretty easy. And then they've also been trimming, you can see the remnants on the trail, the bushes and weeds next to the trail, so that way it's not grown up. Like, you can see how much of a path they kind of trimmed. So hats off to the trail maintainers for making the trail doable and comfortable. I say comfortable with a grain of salt, but at least the bushes aren't brushing up right on you, because they've been trimming all the extra limbs and leaves and weeds that can stick out and that sometimes have little ticks that like to tag along with you at times. So you can see where they've done a good job. So thank you, all of the trail maintainers, for all of your hard work. It goes noticed, truly. It does not go unnoticed. So we appreciate you. Popcorn out. Snail on a mission. All right, where are we?
We're at Unicoi Gap and hoping to find a ride to maybe get into town, dry our tent, and get some food.
Yep, stay the night.
We'll see.
Look, Hog Pen Gap, 14 miles from here. So we've done 14 miles. That's without the trip back and forth to the
It was hard miles.
water. Yeah. The first 5 or 6 were easy.
Yeah, that was a trip.
Yeah. Don't believe it. But we're now, as you can hear and see, we're down here by the road. So now we're gonna come down here and sit for a minute. Oh, pretty flowers. And find a ride into town. I might have to stick my leg and thumb out and hitchhike. We'll see. All right, we will update you shortly.
All right, we're here in the road. Fixing to make the last little turn and we'll be at Unicoi Gap. And then we gotta find us a ride. But you guys said if we want to hitchhike that it's really fast to get somebody right here, but I think we're gonna go back to the car, and that's a little far for a hitchhiker to take us. If we were just going into town, I think we'd do that, but I don't think we're gonna do that for this. All right, there's the parking lot, Unicoi Gap.
Oh, there's a sign down here somewhere. Oh, is it across the road?
Yeah, it's on the other side, some wilderness area or something. We'll check it out when we get across the road. Road's been pretty busy, so we need to pay attention.
Okay, we just came down off of that trail over there. And now Trevor's getting our Uber set up. Swallow Creek Wildlife Management. And then this is the parking area for Unicoi Gap. Pretty big parking area. All those cars, only one is from Georgia. There's a ton from Ohio, ton from California, and one from Florida. So interesting. They're long-term parking for sure. So it's good to know you can park your car here and leave it for a few days. All right, I'll show you the sign in just a minute.